Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Radio Public, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 15 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Justice League versus the Fatal Five. It is the new straight-to-video DC release. It is starring the voices, like the actor put in the work, but you only hear their voice. It's an animated movie, man. Elias Gabel, Diane Guerrero, Kevin Conroy, Susan Eisenberg, George Newbern, the legends, Kevin Michael Richardson, Tom Kenny, Noel Fisher, Bruce Timm, Tara Strong, Daniela Bo Badilla, Summerlee, Monteno. Like, I apologize for all these mispronunciations because I know I mispronounce almost every other name, man. Matthew Yang King and Philip Anthony Rodriguez is directed by Sam Liu, who has done he's as legendary as Kevin Conroy, George Newbern, Susan Eisenberg in this, man. He's done so many of these movies and they all come out good. So it starts in the future. You got Starboy, The Weeknd. You got Starboy from the Legends of the Superheroes. And he's trying to stop the Fatal Five, and they're on a mission. That mission leads them to present day, Metropolis, Gotham City. It just leads them to modern day Earth, and the Justice League get involved. Jessica Cruz, Green Lantern, and she's dealing with her own PTSD. She went through some stuff, and she's not even really confident in being a Green Lantern. And, of course, she's forced to step up. Batman, Superman, the Justice League team in this is cool because there are new characters, man. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Mr. Terrific, and Miss Martian are the League members, or trying to be League members. And it's just up to them to save the world from the Fatal Five. And this was a good release from DC, man. It's canon as far as like the DC animated universe, the classic Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, and then the Batman vs. Harley Quinn is also canon in the DC animated universe. And that's my favorite part, man. They got the legendary actors back. The animation is classic, even though I prefer the Batman the Animated Series animation to the new Batman Adventures that had to make alterations to fit in with Superman and the animated look of all of that. I think it's dope. Like, I don't know anything about Jessica Cruz, so I think it's dope that they focused on a Green Lantern that I was unfamiliar with. Like, that's what I would love. Like, we all know Hal Jordan. 2 movies, a live action movie, other past animations. We know Hal Jordan. I want to know Jessica Cruz, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, other Green Lanterns. I hope that the DC Extended Universe, Worlds of DC, whatever Warner Brothers is calling their DC shared universe that isn't a shared universe anymore, but is still going to reference other movies, they could make the Green Lantern Corps movie Guardians of the Galaxy meets Police Academy. It could be hysterical and still amazing at the same time. And ironically, I would not hate if Diane Guerrero played Jessica Cruz live action. That would be dope. But like I said, this animation is so cool. Like, it's iconic. The look of these movies is iconic to me. And like the fight scenes are cool. You got like Starboy gets like he comes to Earth, he comes to present day. Then there's a time jump, and then they explain like what's been going on in this time jump, and there's something that he requires, or he might like go off the rails mentally. You got, like I said, Jessica Cruz dealing with like some PTSD related stuff. Like so they mildly touch on some serious topics. Um, and then like the Fatal Five are a cool antagonist because they have this agenda, and you like they keep calling themselves the Fatal Five, but you like do a head count, you know what their agenda is gonna be, and I mean it plays like it's good. There's some really cool animation like toward the end, like Superman is doing something that he really like. It's Superman, but he really isn't like qualified for. Like there's like a heartfelt moment toward the end. Like I enjoyed this movie, man, but I'm not putting it in the top tier, upper echelon of DC animated releases that they've been doing, like the straight to video since Superman Doomsday in 2007. I mean, like Death of Superman, Reign of Superman, like those are like the closest they've come in years to getting to cracking my favorite Under the Red Hood, Year One, Flashpoint Paradox, Dark Knight Returns level of quality, in my opinion, man. Um, but like there's really nothing like bad to say. Like it like this is a good movie. Like only like one, maybe two of these movies have really disappointed me. Like the rest have been fairly entertaining, and this is a fairly entertaining movie, man. So with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Justice League versus the Fatal Five is dope. Have you had a chance to check this out, man? What did you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Like I'm a huge Flash fan. I would have dug the Flash in this movie, but it's also cool. Like that's one point that I wanted to say that I just remembered. Like it's also cool. I think the CW and their shows, Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, etc., they're kind of forcing, not really forcing, but I think that they're like giving the nudge and the encouragement to these animated movies to show the more underrated, less talked about characters like Mr. Terrific, um, and then like the Death of Superman, Reign of Superman had Cat Grant and other characters. The Supergirl just had characters that were in this movie. They didn't really like maybe have like one or two speaking parts, but like I saw Mon-El. Brainiac 5 is in this. And the chick that Mon-El married in the last season of Supergirl was in it. Like I said, I don't think she had a speaking role, but it's dope to see those more obscure characters get shine in animated movies. Like it's cool to me, man. I've recently reviewed Hellboy, Missing Link, Shazam. Check those out, man. 14 Rec League episodes. Check those out, please, man. Episode 15 is coming within the next day or two, and we're just gonna have fun and talk about Avengers Endgame predictions. My review for Endgame will be out next weekend, first weekend in May. I want to see Longshot, man. Like, subscribe, comments. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.